Attention, you are listening to Warehouse Life, a lighthearted podcast about working in an actual disc golf warehouse. So let's clock in and get to it. Paging, Matt, Paul, and Todd.
Well, hello. It's episode 4 for us. Number 4. How we doing, Matt, Todd?
Woo! Happy to be here.
Yeah, feeling good. We are actually in a new location in the warehouse. We are in the breakroom.
Yes, which is one of my favorite rooms in the whole company. We got the fridge. We got microwaves. Of course, a sink. But my favorite is the ice machine.
Yes, and the lighting is just extravagant here. I think.
You might hear the ice machine dump a load, at any point in the podcast.
That's pretty weird that you said it like that, but yeah, you're probably right.
It's natural.
Yes.
It's natural.
And the flooring in here looks like something right out of the 7th grade lunchroom.
Blue and white squared tile.
Yes. Yeah. You could play Foursquare or one of those games in here. Definitely looks like that. Hey, again, we got Matt, we got Todd. My name is Paul. Just make sure you guys understand who's talking to you. And again, we got another Warehouse Life podcast for you. Real quick, let's go over one of our favorite topics and playing disc golf over the weekend. Fingers crossed. Anybody?
So I did play some disc golf. It's been a minute since we recorded last, so I'm going to bring up the best part of the past 2 weeks. So I actually played a tournament, Albemarle, North Carolina, for anyone who needs to know.
Nice.
And my second hole into my tournament, my PDGA tournament, I hit an ace. It was not just an ace, but it was a laser banging, just straight shot slam into the chains. Our pro pig just felt amazing. Although I was a little unhappy, my card mates wanted me to react more than I did.
Yes, you kept it cool.
I kept it cool. I
you
said,
played the cool card.
Boom. It just little fist bump to myself. And
Did you mean to ace?
I did.
Was it a happy accident?
Let's just say I am happy with the result, although I did not mean to really go for it.
Yeah, I think when we talk ace, that means you actually did not play that hole very well. Because if you didn't hit the basket, you're probably 30.
Right. And
30,
the hole
pieces.
Specifically has water 5 feet past the basket.
Yes.
So you don't really want it.
That's a terrible shot, Matt. Congratulations on your ace.
Thank you very much.
Before you made the shot, were you like, hey guys, watch this?
And I actually did get to share a little bit with that, because I think you posted that on Facebook. Did I see that?
I did, yes.
I did get to share a little bit of that.
Because I needed to hype it up more. My card mates were so excited, more than I was.
Yes.
Because
I mean, you've aced like 500 times. I mean, at least, right?
Got a lot of aces. It was not that extravagant. But if I were to say something to my card mates before the shot, it would have been, hey guys, look at this layup to the right. Just about 15 feet short.
Yep.
Instead, I threw it 900 miles an hour straight into the chains.
Yep.
Bang.
Thank you, chains.
And thank you, chains. So, yeah, that was it, man. I aced and was super excited about the ace pool. Man, I was loving life up until the end of the tournament when I found out there's no ace pool.
No. Ouchie.
No ace pool.
Did you get any money from your mates on your card?
I got nothing.
Wow.
I walked away $0.
I wanted to ask you guys, is that something that you're supposed to do? I mean, if someone aced on your card, are you supposed to give them a little cash? Or
if someone already begins, if someone starts it, then everyone else feels bad. You got to give them $1 too. But normally, no, I just give them a slap on the back. Good job.
I say if you call your shot, then I'll give you some money. How about that? If you call, like, you're going to, guys, I'm going to ace, and you ace, I'll probably pony up some money for you.
Sure. I mean, that's the old school rule. You know, you got to give up $5 for an ace and $1 for metal is some of the routine that some people have. But I got nothing. And in fact, I ended up missing cash in the open field by 1 stroke. So
awesome. So you donated your time. Is that what you're saying?
I donated my time to have fun, and I sure succeeded in doing so.
I had no disc golf, but Todd, what about you?
Yes. My wife and I played in a doubles event, and we do not often play in events together, so it was a cool thing, and she hadn't played an event in a long time, so the main thing, I just hoped she was going to have some fun. And I was a little bit worried about that. But in the end, she did. She had a great time, a great day for disc golf in general. I would assess my game as a B, pretty good. But I would assess my snack game as a solid A. 2 kinds of trail mix bags, beef jerky, and to top it off, Big League Chew bubblegum, all packed in my disc golf bag.
Wow. That's good. Now the jerky, man. I love jerky on disc golf rounds. What kind do you go for? What brand do you lean towards?
It was a new item on the grocery shelf. It was Sweet Baby Ray's beef jerky, honey barbecue.
Ooh. Sweet Baby Ray's. They got some pretty solid barbecue sauce. I haven't tried their jerky yet.
Never tried the jerky, yeah. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was solid. I didn't really eat too much of the jerky because I was afraid of the greasiness on my hands, but I ate a lot of the trail mix, and the bubble gum came in handy.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the bubble gum real quick. I know we got a little bit of time, but the Big League Chew is like top shelf bubble gum. Can we confer with that?
I agree.
You guys agree?
Absolutely.
It is the top of the top as far as I'm concerned.
I think has novelty. It looks like shredded tobacco, and you can just grab a fistful, put it in your mouth, and you're in the big leagues.
I agree. I feel like Mark McGuire, and when I grab that and I kind of throw a lip in, so to speak.
Yeah, a lipper.
Then I feel like a big leaguer. I'm ready to go hit home runs, hit aces, throw 500-yard shots. Agree.
All right, Paul. So moving on to the next segment, since we are warehouse workers, what's in the warehouse this week? What are we going to showcase?
Well, I wanted to talk about the DX Stingray, and it's kind of a underrated disc as far as like how easy it is to throw. It's one of the few discs that you could probably take to a course and only have that disc. You could putt with it. You could throw a decent. You can throw. It's fairway. I think it started out as a distance driver. Obviously, the speeds have gotten faster, and it's moved probably more into the fairway or even a mid-range classification. It is on the larger diameter side, but yeah, I mean, this is a Stingray is one of the older models that we still dabble with,
and I think the character on the disc matches the flight of it more so than other characters. With some of the characters like the Firebird, or maybe not so the Firebird, but the Stingray is kind of a floating animal, not sea animal, and I can see that with the flight as well. The disc, kind of a floater, kind of gentle, just kind of easy
floating
breezy
through the fairway. Yeah, you're right there. Actually, I never made that correlation.
Yeah, and I know Double D is not here to talk about Stingray, but it has gone through some changes in the past. I know, like right now, it's a little thinner profile. It's not as like thick, so it's definitely gone through some changes. But it is one of the older older models that have really stuck around.
Yeah, it's super recommended for players that are starting out, trying to get some distance, who are trying to break 100 feet, or just struggling, and nothing's flying dead straight. It's all going to the left for a righty, or to the left for a lefty, to the right for a lefty. And I think the Stingray is popping off right now because all of our new disc golfers that are coming into the market. So
yeah, and actually for those amateurs too that want to pull out their rock or some kind of fairway driver when they probably should be clubbing down and take a little bit off of it and throw it straight.
Yeah, you don't need to throw it hard, do you?
I mean, you throw it straight.
Just throw it straight and it does the rest.
And moving on now, Todd, we have to come to Todd with our bathroom topics. So Todd, why don't you lead us into what's going on in our bathrooms?
Well, this week's bathroom topic, it's kind of up in the air as to whether it's happening inside the bathroom or next to the bathroom. There appears to be a rotten or dead smell that is emanating from the pallets that are stored nearby bathroom 1. So maybe there is a dead something in the pallets, or maybe the fumes from bathroom 1 are slowly leaking out.
Well, I think that HR finally got my note about how bad the bathrooms smell. Okay, because I did finally show up, and there's Febreze cans in the bathrooms.
Hey.
So yeah, thank you HR for finally getting that stuff put in our bathrooms.
Yeah, it's been years of people having to endure each other's smells.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I'm glad that the Febreze has made it back in there. I'm actually I'm not for sure, like you were talking about, if that smell is coming from the pallet or if it's coming from the bathrooms. Either one, the Febreze is definitely going to help with that.
So
go ahead.
So you guys think something might be dead out there? It's a possibility, right? It's on the cards.
Yeah,
I think we're all pretty familiar with the smell of death, and I think that's it.
The question is what is it? Is it a rat? Is it we have a bunch of lizards?
It's more powerful than a lizard. I think we have some warehouse container cats that have set up shop in container 2 or 3, and I think one day when the garage door of the lower warehouse was open, one just kind of sneaked in and looked for a discreet place to die.
Well, I definitely don't want to move those pallets now. But yeah, that's pretty awful.
We'll form a committee.
Or we could just spray Febreze until it goes away.
Until it goes away. I mean,
we got some new Febreze cans.
They must have like a dead cat version of Febreze.
Yeah. Because there's no victory
you got your
there.
Dead cat underneath your pellets.
You're like, hey guys, I found the smell and it's a dead cat. It's like, oh man, like that's not a victory. That's a loss. But yeah, we should find the source, I think.
Absolutely. To know that they're worried about the smells in the bathroom. So that's the only thing I wanted.
That's good. I use the Febreze quite a bit.
Do you use it before you go in? Right when you walk in, Febreze, and then after as well?
I can't say I've pre-Febrezed yet.
I don't. It gets all over me. It's like I'm not going to wear it like a cologne.
That's my thing, right?
I like
you're
to
done,
spray.
You spray around, and then it kind of coats you down like a shower.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's terrible.
It's like a springtime mist.
Yeah. So when I sit and squat, I make sure to spray on the way out, and that way
you kind of back up away into the door.
And then I got the Febreze can in my hand. I'm like, oh, what?
Just throw it in there.
Just throw it like a grenade
and run away.
Oh, I'd like to see that on the video.
Oh, Febreze.
There goes Paul again. Throwing the Febreze can.
Going like a grenade.
Febreze seems like such a fix-all, but it's really just masking what's underneath, isn't it? You know,
it's not fixing the problem.
Right.
The dead cat.
All right, moving on. We got to we have some. We need to talk about some of the music in the warehouse. Matt, I'm going to turn this over to you. Let us know what is playing in the warehouse.
We've been kind of mellowing things out a little bit with some slower paced, funky house electronic music a little bit lately. I think it's helping the vibes. It's helping cool everyone down, but kind of keep the beats up and positive. Been listening to a little bit of Pretty Lights, and when things get a little bit more intense, been listening to some Bass Nectar, which is kind of Yes. Oh yeah, it gets deep, it gets heavy, and that's what we've been kind of rocking out to lately. That's the vibes coming from our end. How about your end?
Well, I mean, the big thing that we haven't talked about is that the kicker system has actually moved.
Oh, so, yes, yeah. Indeed.
I guess we can bring this up. We've talked about this a little bit, but there has been some pushback on the amount of bass coming from the kicker system. Now, I say it's a kicker system, and the people at Kicker love the bass, and so even we have the bass knob all the way down to low, it still pumps out some major bass. So we get a little bit of pushback from those guys in the sales office. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, but yeah, it's in the sales office, definitely.
Sure.
And we've been told to put cardboard underneath the speakers, that this would help with the bass. And I kind of question that a little bit. So we tried it.
How that works, but yeah. I mean, we're trying it.
And we're trying to do better about eliminating the bass. But yeah, that's been the big move.
It's like putting a hippo in a kiddie pool. I mean, there's water still going to get everywhere.
It's going to get everywhere.
That's right.
You're going to lose some water. You're going to fill it back up at some point. So yeah, I mean, those guys like to complain a lot of stuff, but so they want to push back on the kicker system. They don't realize how important that thing is to the day-to-day warehouse life.
Right. It's the heartbeat of the warehouse. Everybody's beating to it.
And it does beat.
Beats loud.
A big beat. It probably doesn't help that we put Bass Nectar in there too. So, I mean, that probably just brings the kicker level all the way up, back all the way up to the bass.
Yeah, we might be turning it up a little bit on the Bass Nectar, and it is what it is. If they hear it, they'll come out and say something. We'll turn it down for sure, politely. But until they do, I mean, it is. And we like those vibes out here.
Well, yeah, when you're out there humping it, packing the boxes, it's what we do all day.
That's right.
Chasing the cardboard is like we like to tell you.
Yeah.
That would be our documentary.
Yeah.
It's chasing the cardboard.
Chasing cardboard.
So we're always...
we could bring Cardi B in for the guest.
Yep.
I think.
Now, it has been getting a little warmer, but we did be cranking the AC. I've been feeling a little bit more comfortable. What do you guys think?
Well, the AC in the warehouse is a funny thing because it works in segments of the warehouse, and there are parts where it's downright comfortable. There are parts where you don't even feel it. And then there are times when the AC kicks on, man, it scares the hell out of you because it's like a screeching jolt. And it happens.
It's like the cat that's dead underneath the pallets.
Yeah,
we may have multiple cat fatalities in the warehouse.
One's in the AC unit.
Yeah, but it is funny when it kicks on because you do see some people jump. Like it's like where's it at? Jumping around on there.
And it seems like it's not a summer unless the AC repair person is in the warehouse at least once every 2 weeks working on that thing.
They were here today, were they not? I believe.
Today or yesterday, yeah.
Yep. Walking around.
He's like, is it still making that noise? I said, just stand around for a little bit. You'll hear it.
Man, they do a lot of walking around, don't they?
Yeah.
They're walking around. They're looking. Hey, whoa, what's going on here? I don't really see them working on anything at any point. So,
hey, the AC's kicking on, and it does push out air. So, I mean, what can I complain?
Todd, you and I work in that kind of corner where the AC is dullified. There's
no AC over there.
There's a corner that does not reach. So we have established probably about 9 or 10 fans to blow the air around, help keep the cool down. But I got to tell you, I can't hear you or anybody or anything going on around me, around these 9 fans. I can't even hear myself. But although I'm cool, so that's good. But
yeah, and you got to be careful with the fans too, because we have paper orders. We're kind of we're stuck in the late 1800s. Yeah, we have the orders come out. They're in paper. And, if they get in the wrong spot, we got a couple hundred sheets going flying up in the air. So that's not fun. That's not fun to chase those down. So we need to wrap it up. This is the Warehouse Live with Matt, Todd, and Paul. We'll see you next time.